Good morning, third graders. So last week we worked on homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings. This week we are moving into contractions. Okay, now contractions are shorter ways to say two words. So you'll only see one word and you'll only say one word, but really that one word is two words joined together. Okay, so a contraction is a shorter way to say two words. So notice here in this example that I'm pointing to, we have the word they and we have the word will. We can put them together and say they'll. We can say they will be at the party this weekend. Or we could say they'll be at the party this weekend. An apostrophe fills the space of the missing letters. So you'll notice that we still have the full word they, but we no longer have the W and the I from the word will. So the W and the I becomes an apostrophe and we have the LL, they'll. We also have this example up here, your, you are. So the apostrophe is taking the place of the space and the A in the word are. So instead of saying you are, we can say your. Like when we say you're welcome. We're really saying you are welcome, but we're making it shorter by saying you're welcome. All right, let's tap out our words. The first word is isn't. What's the word? Isn't. Isn't. 4 sounds. You'll notice that isn't is actually is not. Hasn't. What's the word? Hasn't. Asn't. Hasn't. So we have 5 sounds, and the word is has not, hasn't. Last one, I'll. What's the word? I'll. Aisle. Now, we're not talking about aisle like the aisle through the grocery store. It is I apostrophe LL, meaning I will. Aisle. All right, let's continue. We now have sound cards. Okay, that's the wrong way. Okay, SI says sh, zh. So that's 2 sounds, sh, zh. A, yes, this can go at the end of a word. D. O. E. E, A. G, J. 2 sounds, G, J. J. Oi, this does not go at the end of a word. O. K. Sh. Ed, d, t. U, A, ah. Very good. Now let's move into some words. Remember, we are working on contractions, 2 words that come together to form one word. Okay, let's read. Ready? Let me get my pointer. I'd. What's the word? I'd. Okay, now let's look at this word. Do you see a word that is familiar? Maybe this right here. This is the word have. Now we have the contraction N apostrophe T. So this is nt. So we have haven't, haven't. So start thinking of what these words could possibly mean. Okay, so here again, do you see a word you know? Let. What's the word? Let. Let's. So we have an apostrophe S. Let me get my typing tool because I want to discuss what these words mean. So I'd. What 2 words are in the word I'd? We have I would. So this apostrophe D is taking the place of the word would. So instead of saying I would like a piece of pie, I could say I'd like a piece of pie. Haven't. This is have not. So when you see N apostrophe T, the apostrophe is taking the place of the O. So it's not, have not. I haven't seen the movie. I have not seen the movie. Let's. Any guesses on what the two words in let's are? Let us. Let us play a game, or let's play a game. So now I'm going to have you read the words, okay? And it's all you. Ready? Think and then read. Think. I'd. Think. Haven't. Think. Let's. Great job. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here's the word would. W-O-U-L-D is would. Again, we have the not contraction, but this is N''T. So we have wouldn't. What's the word? Wouldn't. Here we have she, S. She's. This apostrophe S is taking the place of the word is, okay? Is. Again, we have an NT, so we have hasn't. Let's discuss these words. Wouldn't. Do you remember what N''T stands for? Good, it stands for not. So would not. I wouldn't enjoy eating broccoli. I would not enjoy eating broccoli. That's actually why I really do enjoy eating broccoli. Eat your vegetables. Okay. She's. S stands for is, so she is. She's in my class. She is in my class. Hasn't, again, there's that N''T, which stands for not. Has not. She hasn't seen the movie yet. She has not seen the movie yet. Okay, next slide. I'm just fighting with the technology here. Okay. Apostrophe D stands for would. He'd. So we have he'd. He would. He's. The word is he's. He is. Here we have the word DOES says what? Doesn't. Doesn't. So remember, what does this mean? Not. So this is does not. And then here's apostrophe S. Do you remember what that one is? It's the word is. Theirs. There is. Okay. Let's read word by word, then scoops, then the full sentence. If, here's a contraction. We'd left. Ooh, I put two lefts there. Just ignore one of them. Okay. I wouldn't have missed your call. Let's scoop the words. If we'd have left, I wouldn't have missed your call. If we'd left, I wouldn't have missed your call. Your turn. Think. Read. Good, and remember to always pause briefly at commas. Okay. All right, label your paper 1 through 6. We're going to have 2 sounds, 3 words that are contractions, and then 1 sentence that will include a contraction. Okay, 1 through 6. Pause if you need to. Number 1, the sound a, ah. What letter says a, ah? A, ah. 2, sh, zh. What letters say sh and zh? Think of the word division. Sh, zh. 1, a, ah. 2, sh, zh. 3 is the contraction I'd. I'd like an iced tea, please. I'd. 4. Let's get together this weekend. Let's. The word is let's. Remember, this isn't contraction, so you need to think, where is that apostrophe going to go? Let's. 3, I'd. 4, let's. 5, wouldn't. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Wouldn't. wouldn't. 1, a, ah. 2, zh. 3, I'd. 4, let's. 5, wouldn't. Sentence. Number 6. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. One more time. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. Okay, check your work. All right, we're gonna go through it now, okay? So remember, give yourself a check or a star if it's correct, and correct it if it's incorrect. A, ah is, any ideas? A. 2, zh. Remember, this is that fun spelling, S-I, like in the word division. S-I. 3 was the word I'd. It is I would, so I apostrophe D. I'd. And remember that I does need to be capitalized because I is a person. It is me. It is you. I'd. Let's. It is let us. So let apostrophe S for us. Let's. Wouldn't. We have the word would, which is W-O-U-L-D. And then we have n't, which is really the word not. So we have N apostrophe T. Wouldn't. Cardigan didn't eat the pie. Remember Cardigan Jones? So we have cardigan, which is capitalized. It's the first word of the sentence, plus it's a name. Definitely capitalized cardigan. Didn't is did not. So we have did, and then N apostrophe T for not. Didn't. Eat is E-A-T. The P-I-E, pie. Don't forget your period. Head over to reading. Have a great day.